Mangrove forests hug the coastlines of 120 countries around the world and have a critical role in storing carbon and increasing resilience to the impacts of climate change. Globally, mangroves protect 18 million people and lessen flood damage to coastal properties by more than $82 billion a year. They also store up to 10 times more carbon by area compared to other forests. And yet, we've lost half of the world's mangroves in the last 50 years, with more being destroyed each day. The coastal protection and mitigation benefits provided by mangroves are still under-recognized and often considered free ecosystem services. The Restoration Insurance Service Company, Risco, is a first-of-its-kind social enterprise that connects the risk reduction and climate benefits of mangroves to the beneficiaries of these ecosystems, providing needed finance for mangrove conservation and restoration. The proponent of Risco, Conservation International, plans to pilot this model in the Philippines, one of the most vulnerable countries to coastal flooding and the impacts of climate change. Over 10 years, this pilot project could avoid more than 600,000 tons of carbon dioxide emissions and reduce flooding risk for more than 7,000 people. It's also expected to generate more than $10 million in revenue from the insurance sector and through the sale of blue carbon credits, far exceeding investment and operating expenditure estimates. Beyond the pilot, Risco plans to expand to other parts of the Philippines, as well as other countries that have large mangrove areas and high risk of coastal flooding, such as Indonesia, Mexico, Malaysia, and Brazil. Over a 10-year period in these top 5 most promising countries, Risco could generate $200 to $280 million from the insurance sector and from the sale of blue carbon credits. This is enough to achieve avoided emissions of 16 million tons of carbon dioxide through mangrove conservation and restoration. That's the equivalent of annual electricity use of over 2 million homes. By creating a clear financial case for mangroves, this new and innovative model can reduce costs to insurance companies involved with disaster risk reduction and will protect vulnerable populations around the world from coastal flooding and the growing impacts of climate change.